that means that the exchanges that delisted XRP 2 months ago were not and would not be violating securities laws if they relisted XRP for sale and began to sell it again.
Hey guys, welcome to another Future Trend Today video, and just as you saw from the beginning, we're going to be looking at Attorney Hogan's breakdown of the recent discovery hearing of the SEC versus Ripple case. But before we get into that, it's only right that we take a look at the markets. The past few days, at least the past week, didn't really yield too much action until the very end, and by the very end, I'm talking about Friday night. One can assume it's because of the results of the discovery hearing, but XRP stayed stagnant the entire week while Bitcoin and Ethereum took center stage. The entire market looked better. But ultimately, we're here to take a look at what is a chosen one, and that's XRP. As you can take a look here, we have, well, pretty fairly priced assets, but this is what we're looking at. It hit 52 cents, essentially 52 US cents on Friday night, give or take. The 24-hour here just shows that, yeah, it was around 47. And it hit a height of about 55 cents. And right now we're sitting, at the 52. It could ultimately be a tease, but it still looks really good. And it may very well be connected to the, the SEC, well, the results of the SEC hearing that took place on Friday, which I'll play shortly here. But yeah, looks really beautiful. Let's take a look at what the overall market looks like right now. I think we're sitting about around just over 1.8 trillion within the total market cap. And, Ethereum's back down a little bit. BTC has done the same. But all in all, it's looking really nice for alt season. So we're pretty much just all ready. And man, it's been a long time, man. Like at this rate, obviously we're looking for some action because the month of March last year yielded a lot of action, which was also a very good opportunity for a lot of us to increase our positions in many assets that we pretty much deemed as worthy of our investment. So I'm just going to employ the age-long rule of staying disciplined and just staying out of trouble, because at this rate, getting too emotional with everything that you see on Twitter. I mean, it got really, really, really exciting last night, and I was a victim of it as well. I probably had my Twitter fingers go off a little longer than I needed them to, but it's only fair. Everyone's favorite altcoin over the past few weeks has pretty much popped off, and we've just pretty much been looking at XRP dance around the 45, 47 mark. So to see it past that resistance level of 50 cents is really, really, it's really worth celebrating, I'd like to believe. So I'm not going to apologize for it. I am going to compose myself as best as I can, but it's only right that we at least transition into Attorney Jeremy Hogan's breakdown of the SEC hearing, which I wasn't able to take a look at, or should I say, dial in and listen to. But the timing couldn't have been better, because I don't know what else would have moved the price point for XRP. But before we hit Jeremy Hogan's video, let's take a listen to Bank XRP. He was able to actually dial in and record what the judge had mentioned, or at least a part of the dialogue from that hearing. And I think it's rather appropriate for us to listen to it before I delve any deeper. So let's give this a listen.
My understanding of XRP is that not only does it have a sort of currency value, but it also has a utility, and that utility distinguishes it, I think, from Bitcoin and Ether. Is that correct?
So Bitcoin and Ether, I think, also have utilities. They also have use. You can't use Bitcoin, for example, necessarily everywhere to buy a cup of coffee or to buy groceries, but Bitcoin does have use cases that it has developed. So does Ether. They have smart contracts, for example, that can be done over the Ethereum blockchain. XRP also has developed a number of use cases, and these started very early in the process, which is why it's so baffling that the SEC has charged this long-running scheme from 2013 to the present, because XRP, for example, has a product called ODL, on-demand liquidity, that is used to assist financial institutions in having seamless and less costly transactions in key corridors, for example, the U.S. to Mexico. And XRP as a digital asset is helpful because it means the banks don't have to have their own fiat accounts on either end and can deploy that money more effectively elsewhere, and XRP can be used as a bridge currency. And Mr. Goldinghouse was brought to Ripple to help develop these additional use cases, and they have developed them. They've got major customers. And so it really is strange, Your Honor, that we have a situation where the SEC has charged this long-running scheme to present day. They're alleging even today XRP is a security. It is absurd, and they're not going to be able to prove it.
Okay. I don't know about you, but listening to that gives me a whole new level of confidence. And I'll give the judge some kudos because she did have a little bit of an understanding as to what the differences may or may not be in that, XRP special, wink, wink. But what Ripple is trying to establish is there isn't any difference, and we'd like to be given the same ruling that Bitcoin and Ethereum had. We'd like to have that same ruling applied to XRP in that it's not a security. And if you thought that was the good part, wait till you hear Jeremy Hogan's breakdown of the hearing that he managed to also listen to as well. So, Mr. Hogan, break it down.
Summary judgment. Yes, Judge Netburn will be involved at the two most important junctures of this case. She will be mediating the case, and she will be involved in discussions with Judge Torres as to who should win the case. Now, if I'm Ripple, I'm feeling pretty good that my mediator and consulting summary judgment judge just said on the record what I essentially argued in my pleadings. And when I say I'm feeling pretty good, I mean, like, is this really happening? Pretty good. But there was one more thing that was huge in today's hearing that you had to listen very carefully or you could miss, and it might be super important for everyone, so listen to this. About halfway through the hearing, the judge skeptically made a remark to the SEC attorney that based upon his theory, everyone who sold XRP, including you and me, are selling illegal securities, and she was skeptical about it when she asked the question. And this is what the SEC lawyer said on the record. He said, no, under Section 4, only Ripple and affiliates of Ripple can have sold XRP illegally. Listen to that again. The SEC said that only Ripple and employees of Ripple can illegally sell XRP. Now, why is that super important? That means that the exchanges that delisted XRP 2 months ago were not and would not be violating securities laws if they relisted XRP for sale and began to sell it again. And I think I saw recently that one exchange recently relisted, and so I wonder if there are perhaps a slew of non-action letter requests coming or already received by the SEC, and if so, I wonder if we will see XRP for sale in the US of A once again.
Now, after hearing all that, I want you guys to go to the bottom of this video into the comment section and type up #RelistXRP. I don't want you guys to miss out on this very exclusive party that took place on Twitter. Let's get this trending on YouTube as well. RelistXRP. It's the most sensible next step we could hope for at this rate, especially after most exchanges delisted XRP from their platforms and the negative effects that the overall negative effects that the SEC lawsuit brought about. So at this rate, the question is, what happens when exchanges start relisting XRP? That's a good question. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you for watching my videos. If you enjoy my content, please support the channel by liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell, and that will make sure to let you know of any time I post a video. Either way, you guys are really amazing for watching this far. I'll catch you on the next one.